Hey, this is Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Go check out my website at skysworld.com for life coaching and mentoring. Let's talk about competitive morality. You heard that term? It's a thing. There's people out there, you see them on social media all the time, you see it in the other forms of media, where they're competing against each other for morality, to be the most moral. I'm more moral than you. This is a lot of what social justice is about. Little social justice warriors wanting to prove to you that they're more compassionate than you are, that they have more virtue than you do. It's weird because competitive morality has become the new way of social positioning. So if you want to be the alpha of your group, you could be the most virtuous and compete the most against everybody and try to prove that you are the biggest activist, you are the one with the most morals. On every issue, you know the right way to go. You can tell everybody who to boycott and who not to. It's interesting that people have used morality as a stepping stone to becoming a leader within their social group. And the people with the loudest mouths are now the leaders of groups. But what competitive morality does, or the end result of it, not that it was the intention, it's a byproduct, I guess, but it creates extremism. This whole idea of competitive morality, where we're all competing against each other in this way to be the most moral, it's just making you guys all a bunch of crazy extremists, a bunch of weirdos. Your crazy beliefs. Trying to be more moral than the next guy, more virtuous than the next guy, has led you down this road of just being an extreme weirdo. I find young people, Gen Z, to be most susceptible to this. And it seems to be kind of a cultural phenomenon that they're particularly political and socially conscious. Not that that's wrong. My generation was all on drugs, doing crack. At least their generation is thinking about stuff, but we are witnessing a generation, you may be noticing this with your children, that they're turning into extremists. I've known parents who've been canceled by their kids. Canceled by their kids, where their kids do not want to talk to them anymore because of political conversations, because the kids have engaged in this game, I guess it is what it is, of competitive morality, because competition is usually kind of like a game. And when somebody is heavily competitive, you almost have to shake them to get them out of it. Stop it, stop it, stop it. And maybe they'll finally snap out of it and be like, whoa, it's like they were taken over by a demon. And you see kids rioting in the streets. It's not people my age doing it. It took us a lot. My generation rioted, we rioted. The LA riots, that was us. LA riots was my generation. That wasn't baby boomers. That wasn't millennials. It was Gen X. LA riots were my friends. But it took a lot. And you can't think of 10 other riots that my generation were involved in. You can think of that one. Now we have riots like every weekend over everything. And these passionate little intellectuals, all these little research monsters, little activists, are competing to be the most moral, the most virtuous, jumping on every issue and trying to find the right side of it. And even if you're on the right side of it, they want to be even righter than you. Look down their nose at somebody who's on their own side and be like, ugh. Oh, you're vegetarian? Well, you're not vegan. Oh, you're vegan, but you don't eat Uncooked food, that's the next step. You could be vegan and only eat uncooked food. You don't eat anything cooked. That's like the hardcore vegan. And they'll all look down their noses at the next guy, at the person next to them. I don't know, it happens on the right also. You get these right-wing people that are trying to be so traditional, so moral, so high and mighty, so Christian, so nationalistic, so patriotic, and they just end up to be these weird militia people, these backwoods racists, these next to being like Klan members. And they want to tell you that this is the true identity of America, and it's just like, Jesus Christ, you guys. You don't see how you've run so far to one direction just by simply trying to play this leapfrog over each other? You guys leapfrog off a cliff. So I don't really know what the answer is. I just want to shake people and say, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. Maybe that's the answer. Grab someone today and just shake them and say, stop it. Thanks for watching.